Hello everybody, it is another Red Wine Talks with Damon and Raida. What's up, Raida?
I'm good.
You're good? It's 8:46 p.m. here in Paris, France. I'm with my boy Raida. Raida here, he works for Shut Up and Go. Shut Up and Go is a company that Joe and I had, as if we got rid of it. Let me start
off.
off.
That was great. So I'm fired already.
Raida still works for Shut Up and Go, and Shut Up and Go is still a company. It is thriving. You've been working there for now what? It's been like a year?
Ouais, en janvier ça fait.
Working there, as if like, I don't work there. Okay, this is just...
You're so bad at YouTube. That's a shame.
I genuinely forget how we met. Was it through Shut Up and Go?
So, because I remember it was important for me. Not as you, but... Okay. Non, on s'est rencontrés à ton anniversaire.
Why?
Parce que tu m'as invité.
I invited you?
Of course you invited me. Wanted to meet with Joe. But
That's right. Exactly what I remember.
of course, that's what you were thinking.
No, because at this point now we have a few more employees, and I always forget, like, wait, how do we meet that person exactly?
That person? Oh my god, this is worse and worse. So, I started as a moderator for the Shut Up and Go Facebook
That's
group.
right.
So, I started as a moderator for the Shut Up and Go Facebook group.
Yes.
I started when I was on my last year internship in Tokyo.
This all makes sense now. Sorry.
Yeah, life makes sense if you don't forget it.
Sorry.
So, in January, you hired me.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. So this is Raida, and Raida is a team member at Shut Up and Go, meaning you work for us, and we have weekly calls every Monday, so we chat then. If not, you live in Montpellier, right?
Yep.
But this dude used to live in Tokyo. What?
Yeah, for 6 months. Because I was doing my internship. Well, I got my master's degree in robotic sciences.
Like literally creating robots for the future.
Not creating, like not designing, but
Becoming one.
No. Yeah, just like the robot has been created, but I have to control it. So if I want the robot to take your arm like this,
Okay, well.
or just to touch you like this, like very gently, I'm supposed to be the one who make that happen.
Oh.
And so
How do
at
you feel
first,
about that?
I feel good. Like I'm supposed to know what I'm doing.
What?
No, I'm supposed to know what I'm doing. So I sent, I think, 15 emails to apply for an internship in Canada. I sent one to Tokyo. And this
Not
is
the United States though, just everybody recognize that.
No, not the United States.
Why Canada?
Because I love Canada. I think
True.
we've been back in July, but before that I went with my mom and I got a really good
Mom.
memory. Yeah, with my mom.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Like it was a dream of hers. So I was like,
And yours. Come on, let it
and
out.
mine. No, because I was planning to go there, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna take you there,
And then go to Tokyo.
and then leave me alone. I'm going to Tokyo.
Or why'd you come back, actually? You're like to work for your company?
I was like super tired.
Of
I was working
what?
from 8 a.m. to 2 a.m.
When I was there, I did a solo trip there for 12 days. First off, if you think Americans work too much, or there's like a social pressure to always be there after your boss or something.
I think it's more like a social pressure because it's not because you're working from 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. that we ask you to be productive. We just ask you to be there. You know?
That's even worse.
Yeah. You're supposed to show that work is like home for you.
Oh, okay. Do you think people will have robots within like the next 3 years? Not people, just tell me, what's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Where will the robots be? Like, there won't be robots.
We're gonna die. People think that robots are going to steal people's job.
Well, aren't they in a way?
They are, but because...
What the fuck?
No, it's not that simple. It's
I know, I
because
agree with you.
We have robots in the system that is not created for robots, because we are in a system where to live you have to work. But if we think about a world, well, where people like
Say it, preach it.
dedicate themselves to their passion or to what they really want to do, and we let robot do the work, the actual manual work, and the one that causes you like back pain, and then you have to pay your healthcare to go to fix that. I think that would be a better world. But it's either we like include robots in the system and we have to change the whole system, or either we don't put robots in the system.
Yeah.
Because people would be like, okay, I need money to live. If I don't work, what I'm gonna do? When I was studying, I was like, okay, I like what I'm doing, like I really like robots and shit, but in the future, like I'm not working my ass off to have to work my ass off when it's over. That doesn't make sense. Like if I work my ass off right now, I want an award at the end. I want to have time. I want to have free time and work as much as I want to work. I'm not going to sacrifice my health just for money and like coins.
On Quora, there was a question. I talk about Quora and I talk about my ex in every video. Come on, we gotta. We'll get to the ex eventually. There was an article that said like, what is the greatest paradox of life? And it was that we all want to be so rich, but when you do get rich and wealthy, it's that you don't even have enough time to spend the money you worked so hard getting because you're too busy handling all your companies to make sure that they earn more money so that we can all have more money.
In my head, it's either you have money and not time, or you have time and not money. As soon as you find the way to get out of that money-time dependence, you can do whatever you want. If you have money and time, this is perfect. I just changed his name because he's never responding to my message. And this is basically what French administration do. Never responding.
You sent me this, I'm gonna put this picture up right now. French administration left on scene or last scene.
Exactly.
I tell everyone who's on our team, I tell my friends straight up, Malika, I never respond to Malika, and I'm like, you know me in my communication style. I just feel like I cannot spend all day texting.
Not all day, just with me.
Not with everybody.
I don't care about what you do with other people. I just answer to my fucking message.
I'm like, just call me. You were studying robotics.
Yep.
You went to school for robotics?
University.
You're doing nothing in robotics right now. And I think that's cool. I want everyone to know. Like, I don't want people to ever think that just because they studied something for 10 years that like they're obligated to like stick with that for the rest of their life.
That's actually, for me, it's the opposite. That's why I told my mom when I told her that I was about to work for YouTubers that she didn't even know. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I have like a safety net.
Safety net.
If I don't like Damon anymore, I can go back to my engineering thing.
You can always go back.
Yeah.
And it might happen.
So don't push me. Don't push me. Also, I won't say that it's because I'm French that it's easy to say. I can't imagine paying that much for studying actually.
Because it's ludicrous. I just taught him that word.
Ludicrous. I thought it was just a singer, a rapper.
Well, he got it from the adjective ludicrous.
That
It's absurd. It's insane. Just to keep on brand here. One time my ex told me, I was like, well, I already spent so much time. I spent years of my life studying this and doing this that I need to do it. I had spent 2 years in college paying for it. And I was telling him like, I don't want to do 2 more years, but it's only 2 more years. And then he was like, well, Damon, if you don't want to do it, then why would you, like, that's 2 years. And I don't know, like, it really changed me. Cause I'm like, you never know when you're gone.
And I think if you do something significant during those 2 years, that's fine.
Like, you're French.
Ouais, mais moi ça me dérange pas, je vais parler français. Tu te démerdes avec les sous-titres.
Thanks. Ooh, okay, I want to talk about this. So, again, I don't have many guys on my YouTube channel or in my social media because most of the time I'm like either dating them or wanting to date them. You're just my friend and we work together. Do you feel like you yourself, I always feel like I have a lot of more friends who are girls than guys. Like even gay guys, like I don't have that many gay friends. Like I just have more friends who are girls. I've always had friends who are girls. I don't know, I just get along better.
Moi aussi j'ai beaucoup d'amis filles. J'ai quelques amis mecs mais c'est pas du tout la même relation. Je sais pas, j'ai l'impression qu'avec les filles c'est plus chill. Enfin, c'est en mode.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Vegetarianism. What a fun topic. I've been a vegetarian for 11 years now, I think.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
Ah non, je savais pas.
Yeah, it was since I was in high school. When I graduated 2010. I'll stop for the applause. So yeah, I was back in high school, and the reason I did it, yes, it's for like environmental reasons, yes, it's for animal rights, but the main reason that I did it was because I just thought it was gross. I was just like, I'm disgusted that like I'm eating, like that doesn't even sound appetizing. And I feel like vegetarianism is one of those things in like, if we make it to 2100, sorry, the dark humor. If we make it at 100 more years, we'll look back and be like, wait, are you kidding? People used to eat meat back then? I feel like it'll be like that.
Ouais.
Almost like in 100 years, people will be like, wait, gay rights weren't a thing? Like, I just feel like that'll it'll just be natural.
Enfin, moi, du coup, c'était plus pour un déclic en mode... j'avais plus trop envie de participer à ça. Enfin,
Okay.
Et surtout que, en le faisant, j'ai fait du jour au lendemain, et en arrêtant de manger de la viande, j'ai vu que j'arrivais à m'en passer. Et que du coup, c'était pas quelque chose d'utile dans ma vie, donc ça a été super facile d'arrêter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think with like all these plant burgers and stuff like that, or yeah, plant burgers, Beyond Meat and Impossible Burger, they like taste a little too much like meat for me. But I think with like stuff like that, meat eaters will be like, oh yeah, I don't need to eat this dog or whatever animal. People eat dogs.
The first
Sorry, bad example to use. Why is a cow more? I'm not even. Okay.
Say it.
No,
Say
people are gonna come. This is when everyone unsubscribes. Yeah, I don't think people will ever get rid of the desire for wanting that taste of meat, which is why I think
Je pense pas non plus.
Beyond Burger and Impossible Burger, if that just like takes off, that's how I think like the future will go. This is my girl right here. We got coffee together in Paris. Should you get something out of traveling each time, like every single time you travel? I remember you said this recently. You're like, I was tired of traveling like a chicken with his head cut off or something.
Headless chicken.
Headless chicken?
I think, yeah.
And I was like, wow, I've been doing that for years. That's so true.
Mais parce qu'en fait, toutes les semaines ou toutes les 2 semaines, j'étais dans un endroit différent. Ok, il y a des gens qui peuvent pas voyager du tout, qui ont pas d'opportunité, soit qui ont pas d'argent, soit qui ont pas de temps, soit qui ont le mauvais passeport. Et au final, ce qui se passe, c'est que si t'as l'opportunité de voyager, si t'as du temps, je me sentais presque obligé de voyager parce que j'aurais trouvé ça égoïste, on va dire.
That's exactly how I feel.
De refuser. Et ça avait pas trop de sens parce que j'étais quand même dans une démarche où je voulais être heureux et bien. Parce qu'une bonne dynamique, ça serait de rester 3 mois au moins dans le même endroit.
But I totally get what she's saying. Like, I think, yeah, every trip you take, it's like, you almost, it's ce sens d'obligation. You feel like you have, like, here I'm in Rome, like, I need to learn. And it like almost is annoying sometimes. Cause you're like, I just want to enjoy this trip and like learn spontaneously. And I always felt that way being like a travel influencer. Like, I can't just go to this country, roll up and like just be there and make a vlog. I gotta like be informed, but that's my job. This one is for me. Difficulties of life as a sexy man. So, okay, let me... It ain't easy. Experiences in France as someone of North African descent.
Ça s'est bien passé, écoute.
Okay, that's good. Thank God.
On est là. Enfin, ça m'est déjà arrivé d'avoir des remarques ou de me faire insulter ou des commentaires basés sur mes origines, mais ça m'a jamais atteint.
Yeah.
Cause I don't give a shit. Voilà. Je sais qu'il y a des gens que ça atteint, je sais qu'il y a tous les jours il y a des gens qui sont victimes de racisme et voilà. Mais moi, enfin, le seul conseil que j'aurais à donner, c'est que j'ai toujours été relativement heureux. Enfin, ouais, j'étais relativement heureux. J'ai jamais eu honte de mes origines ou j'ai jamais eu un problème basé sur mes origines parce que justement, j'ai pas prêté attention aux remarques. On a fait ça. Je pars du principe que si des gens trouvent le temps de t'insulter ou que ce soit basé sur tes origines, ton orientation sexuelle, peu importe, de t'insulter, c'est des gens qui sont malheureux en fait. Enfin, c'est des gens qui ont qui ont pas d'objectif, qui ont pas de temps, qui ont du temps justement, qui font rien de leur vie. Et ils disent qu'est-ce que je pourrais faire pour faire chier les gens.
Even being gay, like no one in the States has ever said anything to me, and it's only been in France. I swear I've learned all like the gay vocabulary because people have called me stuff on the street here.
You learned something from that.
I've learned every gay slur in French. I think I know more in French than in English. And again, like I feel the same way. Like, call me what you want. I don't care. Like I feel good with myself. Like you can call me whatever you want.
Ça te touche pas, je pense, quand t'es en confiance avec ce que tu es.
Yeah.
Et ça, c'est pas quelque chose que t'as quand t'es jeune. C'est là que ça te touche vraiment parce que tu sens que ce que tu pourrais potentiellement être, ça peut gêner des gens. Et t'as tendance à essayer de pas l'être, de pas t'assumer totalement parce qu'il y a des gens qui t'ont insulté par rapport à ça. Et du coup, ça influence.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ça influence
ton développement.
Ouais, ton développement, après. C'est ça. Au Japon, j'ai beaucoup voyagé et j'ai jamais eu de problème par rapport à ça.
Which is great. Like,
ouais.
That's awesome.
Ouais. Je pense qu'il faut le dire, hein, quand il y a rien qui arrive aussi. Enfin,
that's what I think too, because I feel like we always hear stories that are like, I can't travel because I don't know, my skin color is like this, or I'm gay, or whatever it is. It's just as important to say like, I went to this country and I was totally fine. So yeah. Progress. I guess it shouldn't even be progress. It should just be like that. Love. Oh. What is there to even say about love at this point? This is the 5th episode. You were in a long distance relationship.
Mais t'as déjà parlé des relations longue distance.
Yeah, we already did that. Sorry, it's not interesting anymore. I'm just kidding.
T'as parlé de la communication. Ou c'est trop
What's
chiant.
that? I'm just kidding.
De love ou genre de sexe. C'est ça le truc. Tu veux un truc
I haven't
juicy,
talked about. No, people want me to talk about sex, but I haven't yet. I'm waiting for the right guest.
Oh. J'ai remarqué à quel point tu pouvais pas avoir une relation saine avec quelqu'un si t'as pas une relation saine avec toi-même.
Ooh.
That's some deep shit.
I read a core article once. You can only meet people as deep as you've met yourself. The person you offer to people is only as deep as you've like figured out yourself.
I just don't feel that you should be with someone to feel. I was about to say to feel a hole. As soon as you can't imagine your life without someone, that there's a problem. Because you should be able to imagine your life with yourself. Because you have like ambition, projects, dreams, and
because it might happen.
Yeah.
Might.
Because yeah.
Why is it that we only picture like our lives being fulfilled if we are with somebody else at the end? Like, is that the way it was supposed to be? You know, like 2 people or 10 people, whatever. Or were we all just supposed to kind of like be our own?
Can be as simple as company. You don't feel good when you're just on your own. If you are with someone, you have this feeling that you gain self-confidence because you're like, okay, someone is attracted by me.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel better about yourself. It's more like you need a mirror, you know?
Just buy somebody a mirror for
yes. Like you need a mirror. You need someone that give attention to you because you can't give attention to yourself.
Boy. Yeah, I mean, I have something else to say, but do you have anything else about that?
Maybe,
no,
I don't know.
It's great. I love that topic. I always notice when I go back to the United States that there's so much noise everywhere. Like, not just street noise, but like you go into the restaurant and there's like a TV on. Not just one, there's like 10 TVs on playing different shows. Then you have top 40 music playing in the background. And then your waiter comes around and you're like constantly bombarded with like the outside world. It's kind of like...
And they're not even watching. It's just
exactly.
to have like
it's to have it on in the
presence.
background. It's almost like, so then you feel like somebody's there so you don't have to do this like deep internal like inquisition.
Yeah.
You don't have to like ask yourself questions that like maybe you should be asking yourself. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what I thought about when
you
you
need something that keeps you outside of yourself because I don't know, maybe you're scared of finding out what you have
exactly,
inside.
Like afraid of yourself.
Or because you don't know what to do with what you have inside. I don't know.
Don't you feel that way about travel too though? People won't go solo travel because they're almost like afraid of what they'll find out about themselves. Or like they refuse to go alone because they almost don't enjoy their own company.
It's not being scared of solo travel, it's being scared of the solo part. It's not travel itself, you know? It's...
Oh! That was good too!
That was good.
I think a lot of the reason people shoot themselves down or like don't reach for their dreams is because they don't believe themselves. Like you literally don't believe yourself.
Because it's, I think, like today, in today's world, it's super hard to love yourself.
Well, with social media, everyone's telling their whole...
Yeah.
I look at all these comments and I'm like, I didn't ask! I didn't ask your opinion.
Thanks though.
Thanks, I did not ask you.
Like every time I just love myself and I'm happy with who I am.
Every time, yes, you feel happy with who you are.
I feel happy with who I am. I feel...
2 hours later.
Every time I feel lucky. Okay, you need to cut that.
Like, wow, 15 hours later.
Oh, tu peux mettre sur des mauvais potes, like, a few moments later.
That has been another Red Wine Talk. Sorry, that has been another... Ah!
Oh my god, you missed my sock.
Oh! No, I'm gonna wrap it up.
Comment,
This video's over.
comment tu finis la vidéo?
I don't remember. Alright, well...
Faut mettre du sel.
Really?
Yeah, pour absorber le vin.
See, this is why I'm in France, because you guys teach me things I've never heard before. You could probably tell me like, oh yeah, you have to put your laptop over it, and then like go to the certain website, and I'd be like, oh really? Okay. That's been another Red Wine Talks with Damon and Raida. Please leave your comments below your thoughts on all these things that we talked about. We talked about vegetarianism, We talked about seeing yourself in other people. We talked about feeling good with yourself instead of like constantly bombarding your life with all these things and noise. I'm gonna cut this, but like.
Tes études, elles te déterminent pas. The fact that your studies doesn't define you.
Ooh, it's the fact that your studies doesn't define you. The fact that you don't have to do exactly what you've studied or done your entire life for the rest of your life. You don't! T'es bien amusé là?
Ouais.
C'était trop marrant, non?
C'était drôle. A bit too long, but that was fun.
It's long. This is how long they all are.
I would talk to you that long.
Bah, le tien a duré beaucoup plus longtemps, genre 4 heures. Pour 20 minutes, c'est beaucoup quand même. Okay, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Oh, putain.
Which brings me to my next point. How do we know this is all gonna go away one day? It might. Sorry.
Oh, this video?
No, like, yeah, YouTube, Instagram, it probably will.
Ouais, peut-être. Hein. Bah, je pense qu'il faut pas miser toute ta vie dessus, quoi. Ça serait a bad move.
Wow.
Oh, oof.
Oh, wait.
Sorry,
Shit.
I forgot your job. This is gonna be a meme. I can already see it.
Shut up. Just read this thing on Quora. I have 2 sentence starters.
I'm so fed of Quora. You better get sponsored, I guess. No. I hope, because...
And they said, what is the one thing that triggers Americans? And it was not being productive enough. And I was like, that's so true. Americans always want to be super productive and they want to be ambitious because they need to... That's my real friend. I gotta go. Being a vegetarian in Tokyo. It was so hard. I mean, just because probably I couldn't understand anything. And also that was like 2014. We didn't have cell phones back then, so it was hard to... This girl, she was at our event in New York, and now I think she's studying here in Paris.
Ah, c'est Chanel.
Yeah.
Je connais Chanel.
Oh, you do?
Ouais, je m'en rappelle.
Yeah, she was the one that was like
Because I remember
voguing
people,
at the...
Damon.
Excuse me. She was the one voguing at the party, and she tore down all of her decorations. I was cheering her on.
Yeah, and she was at the event in Paris.
It's expensive. This is an expensive habit, and also it's not good for you.
Yeah.
Is it good for you?